What up, you guys? Welcome to the channel where we make StarCraft into one of the most epic ways to play, win, and get reactions from people. What's going on, you guys? Happy Friday. Today we've got another fun game where we have players thinking that they're currently winning this game, they've got the game in the bag, and players like myself are noobs, but only to find out in the end that they're going to get trampled over by 300 Zerglings. So it's going to be super fun and satisfying, so hopefully you guys stick around and check this one out. Alright guys, I'm playing as Guapo 4135. This game's been probably saturated enough now, so I'll probably switch off to a different name. But just for those of you that are new to the channel, I pretend to be different players just to give the enemies, a impression that they've got a shot at winning, that I'm a noob, and they'll be motivated into staying in this game, but obviously I'm not them. So on my team today, I've got Buddy. He's over at 6 o'clock. He is Protoss inside. Hey guys, if you guys like this sort of content, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the fun troll plays we're going to do on players. Like this one, and this one, and of course this one. And as always guys, make sure to drop some thoughts, comments, or any fun ideas you guys may have. Alright guys, let's get back to the game. Let's see. The C, and then we've got another buddy, Penguin 111. These guys aren't too bad. On the away team, we've got this player here. I think he's Chinese. He's actually pretty decent. He might be the best on the team, or maybe close to SPX. SPX is probably like a 5 out of 8. I think this Terran was probably like around there as well, maybe 5.5. And then we've got unlimited power. He's probably like a 5. Yeah, probably like a 5 out of 8 as well too. So overall game level for this guys, I think in terms of just a blended skill level, it's probably like a 5 out of 8. So it's a decent game. Alright, so I'm going to open up with a 9 pool here, so this is a little bit different. I typically don't do this because, I do like a 12 pool, which is like 12 drones. I'll get 6 Zerglings and I'll get a hatchery right away because that's going to be more of like a hybrid build. But this game I wanted to actually do some damage on this Terran here, so I told my ally to go and cannon his wall, and then I'm going to finish him off. And the reason why is because he's in the middle, and I kind of don't, to be honest, I kind of don't trust my allies too much because I know these guys are a little bit decent, and so that's why I'm telling him to go and harass them right away. Hopefully we'll be able to kill him. I'll take out this wall, or maybe at the very least we'll hurt him pretty significantly so that he's going to run away, and then we'll have a better shot at trolling here. Alright, so he's making these cannons here. What he should have done is actually make it a bit closer, so that way it'll be able to hit SCVs that are going to be repairing it. And also you'll have better range in case if they make a bunker inside. So, but anyways, good thing is he still stayed here. And that's good because the Marine's outside, so it's going to hit the depot and we'll be able to kill off this depot and the wall. And there's going to be no Marines coming in, standing from behind here to be able to defend. So it looks like it's going to be good. So we'll be able to be ahead here. So that's going to be good for us. So then we can get to the troll place. Alright, so wall's taken down. Now I'm going to go in and take out these SCVs here. And he is significantly behind already, guys, so it's going to be pretty sweet. Yeah, the whole point of this is to really hurt him, make him move. He's not going to run right away because he still has like workers and it's still pretty early in the game. So typically when you do this to players, they run away. They'll pretty much evacuate their base and run away, so that's good. Back at home, just in case if I get countered, because I did see Zealots here coming through, so I did get another tuck-in just in case. I did tell my ally to see if he can actually make me some cannons. But what he didn't anticipate was getting countered here. So he's actually getting countered at 6 o'clock and he's dying now. So now it's actually pretty much even because, this Terran was kind of wiped out, but he's at least able to run away and rebuild. But my ally is pretty much dead now. So at this point, he's only got enough money to be able to make me a wall and some cannons here. So, I mean, it's very nice of him to do that. I guess it's because he doesn't have enough money. So he's going to use the remaining amount of money here to make me some defense. So that's going to be pretty sweet. At this point, I'm hoping that we can do a bit more of harassments on the Protosses here, because now it's kind of like a 2.5 versus 2 for them, and the reason is because the Terran's still alive, so I'm hoping we can do some damage here on him. Meanwhile that's happening, I'm going to go for a double expansion here, so one at the natural and one at 12 o'clock, because I really want to super macro up so that we can be able to take these Protosses out. Protoss is very strong on BGH, guys. BGH is the map that we're playing right now, only because I think the way this game is designed, especially with these pathways, it just gives Protoss that much more of an advantage. And so I have to be able to really macro up so then I can counterbalance Protoss for this map here. So that's why I'm going to get a double expansion. So just going to run around to see if I can pick off some probes here, but it looks like there's too many Zealots inside of 5 base. So yeah, there's probably like 20 zealots here. There's really no point in me running around. I'll probably be wasting more APM. So I'll just run back over to 3 o'clock here to see if I can pick off anything else. And yeah, it looks like he's got quite a bit at home here too. Might even have some cannons inside. So at this point, what I'm hoping is that we can just distract them a little bit here so that my ally at 7 o'clock, he's not going to die. He's going to be able to get some cannons up, some defense up here. And guys, I can't say this enough, but you really need to take the choke and really kind of reduce the narrow pathway of the amount of enemy units that comes in. You never want to stay in your base like this. This is very, very bad. So players that are typically good, they're more competitive, seasoned, don't know how to take this choke here, or even this choke. Alright, so these cannons here are super. I'm so happy that he was able to get me some cannons here. Even if it's just 2, it's going to buy me some time here. So the fact that there are a lot of zealots coming through, I'm going to have to make some sunkens now at my natural, just to be able to kind of buy some time and survive quite a bit here. But I really got to macro up, so I am spending a lot of money, all my money right now pretty much on drones and hatcheries. And that is the secret, guys. I think I've said it enough, is that if you really want to be able to macro with Zerg, you have to spend every 300 minerals that you have on hatcheries so that you can be able to get more larvae and rebuild and get a lot of drones. So at 7 o'clock here, it looks like my ally is getting attacked. So yeah, he's getting that choke really late now, and he's lucky that he's got these probes here, just kind of be able to block off some of these units, but he's not taking advantage of these probes here, so he's only got pretty much the wall, these cannons here. He might be okay, but if these 2 guys had gotten Dragoons, he definitely would have died here. So my ally inside the sea is saying Penguin is a noob. Oh man, I'm just hoping he's not going to die. I just want him to like stay alive just for a little bit here until I can macro up, and then we can take these guys out. So Terran is still alive, guys. I think Terran is probably like around here right now. So he's not here because my ally's got some buildings here. So if he builds there, then we'll be able to see it. And Penguin at 7 o'clock is gonna probably go and kill it. So I'm assuming he's probably somewhere here, or he might even be like in one of these expansions here, but we'll see. Alright, so back at home, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 hatcheries now. I've got, let's check the food chart, guys. So I'm at 46/53. Most of that is pretty much drones. So I'm at like 40, probably 45 drones here. So yeah, what I want to be able to do is get probably like 70 drones, and that's really going to help with the macro here. So now that the game is at about 8 minutes, I want to make sure that I get enough sunkens here, because they're probably going to try to break through, and so I'll just get the creep colonies just in case, and if they do come and attack, I'll just make the sunkens right away. So I want to make an arch here to kind of spread out the range of damage, and you can see because they're going to go through this narrow pathway, all these sunkens are going to be able to kill them off. So I have upgrades started as well, so I got +1 on attacks for ground units, so for melee units, and that's Zerglings, and they got armor, +1 on armor as well. I got the lair. We'll get hive here soon. Let's check the food chart at 53/61, so 49 drones here. So we are catching up to that 70 mark, and I'm also going to get probably like around 14-15 hatcheries here, and that's really going to help us propel with macroing. So I don't know why, but it looks like blue and white is trying to attack 9 o'clock. I think they might be suspecting that our ally ran to 9 o'clock, but there's nobody there. So okay, so looks like, yeah, so he still didn't get that choke. I mean, Penguin doesn't play with me enough. He's a buddy, but he doesn't play with me enough to kind of realize, what to do here. I mean, what he's doing here is a bit dangerous because he's kind of doing a 1 versus 2 right now, so they can pretty much wipe him out if he gets too aggressive. So yeah, so Terran is actually at 6 o'clock here, so he's got that expansion, so he's probably gonna go Marines and Medics, considering it's Zerg and Protoss that they're dealing with, and so yeah. Alright, so I got some Zerglings. I'm just going to send some Zerglings here just to support him to see if we can do any sort of damage. I'm hoping we can pick off like an expansion or something at the very least here. You know, because picking up the expansion will probably buy some time, but it doesn't look like we can do too much here. So yeah, there's a lot of Dragoons on the map here. So it looks like, you know, all those units are going to die, but that's okay. I just need to buy some time here so I can really get to 14, 15 hatcheries and get to that hive, get the adrenaline upgraded as well. And by the time that I have 200 Zerglings, I'm going to have +2 as well. And so when we launch that attack, they're definitely not going to be prepared. So I'm surprised that they're not getting Corsairs already. There should be some Corsairs on the map, and so I did leave these Sunkens here just in case if they make Corsairs, so that I can quickly switch off to transitioning to Spores to protect these Overlords here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 hatcheries here. Hive is done, so we'll get the adrenaline upgraded here soon as well. I'll get a Ultralisk cabin here as well, so that we can transition to Ultralisk just in case if we want to do like a drop or something. Zerg is pretty like versatile, so it's super fun to be able to kind of switch to different units really quick. So let's check the food charts. Yeah, so I'm definitely at 75 drones here. So yeah, we are at a very good. Actually, no, we're not at 75 drones because I'm making Zerglings here. So I'm probably at, yeah, probably at 7. Actually, you know, 70 drones. So yeah, that's good. That's a good number there. So, all right. So it looks like Blue is just trying to scout the map here. He's trying to secure the map here as well. I think what they're trying to do is they're just trying to buy some time for this Terran to come back up. my ally that died. He keeps on calling Penguin a noob. And those two aren't friends. I just know Penguin. I think Penguin added me because a long time ago because we played on games and he saw I think just the way I played and how fun it was, and so he added me. And then C, I've known him for a while. He's not bad of a player. So yeah, so Terran is bunkered up here. He's got some turrets around, so those Dark Templars won't be able to go through. And if he does attack, the Protosses will definitely probably come and help. What I saw earlier was that it was all Blue's units, so I'm wondering what White's going. He might be going air or something. Yeah, it's mostly Blue's units here. So I think these guys think that they have this in the bag, and so they don't need to make too many ground units, and so they're just gonna chill and just have Blue make the brown units, the ground units, and they think that that's going to be enough and sufficient. And White might be going air or something else here. So it's going to be quite a shocker for them when they realize how many ground units are going to come and attack them once I launch this. So got some Defilers here as well, just in case if I need to use it. I typically don't want to use it because it's just more fun to be able to kind of throw like massive amounts of units at them. But if I see that I am losing and if they have a better control, then I'll probably be able to use Swarm here, and that's going to give us a significant advantage. So looks like Penguin's trying to launch an attack here. Kind of don't want him to. I kind of want him to just chill because I want Blue and White to be able to kind of really macro up here, so that they can have a huge army to defend against all of my units. So good thing is Penguin isn't controlling that well, so he's losing a lot of units here. And Blue's definitely got Storm here as well, so he's probably gonna storm him. Yeah, that's a good storm. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that Penguin wasn't able to do much there. So as you guys saw, there wasn't that many White units, so definitely White is up to some sort of a air here. So all right, so we are +1, +2 is coming here soon, guys. Check the food chart, 182/196. So we are at that mark where we can start launching now, because I'll just keep making Zerglings, and that'll get us to 200. So let's launch this attack, guys. We're at about 14 minutes. And Blue's probably like, okay, Zerglings, I'll just storm them. But he has no idea that I have this many Zerglings that just keeps coming, and I'm just going to keep making them back at home, as you guys can see. And yeah, White is making Corsairs, so as you can see. And he is making ground units, so he does have Zealots here as well. And Blue only has +1 on attack, but he doesn't have full armor upgraded. And so they are not prepared for this, guys. Look at the amount of Zerglings that they're going to deal with. And so they thought they had enough. They had no idea. So these Zealots that are coming here, like, they're going to die so quick with Adrenaline upgraded and +2. And so he's pulling his probes now. When they pull their probes, you know what's up. You know they're desperate, but they're not going to be able to defend against this. That was a good storm there from Penguin. He stormed all the probes. It's hilarious. So they're probably thinking like, what the fuck? How did this happen? So even C was like laughing. He's like, what the hell? How was I able to break through? Because typically at this point, I think he was actually thinking that we lost this game because Terran's still in the game and 2 Protosses are pretty strong, definitely in BGH, and so he's probably pretty shocked here. So White here doesn't have enough units because he didn't macro. He didn't anticipate that there was going to be this many ground units, and so I'm going to send a group of lings to 5 o'clock and then the other group to 3 o'clock here as well. And Blue is looking to see if he can actually do like a recall, so he's like all teched up. He was ready to kind of win this game, finish this game off, but he had no idea that there was going to be this many Zerglings on the map. So he's pretty much, he has nothing to defend against this except for Arbiters, guys. Like that is it. Oh man. And so it looks like White here had some Dark Templars, so what I'm gonna have to do is make some air units to counter against that, and I'll start making some Ultralists here as well. I'm thinking Terran's probably gonna have, like, I think he's going Marines and Medics, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to finish him off with a bit of style here. Oh, he's got tanks. Okay, so he's got mech. Okay, it's not mech, it's Marines and Medics and tanks. So he's trying to do a bunker creep and he's trying to cut off 7 o'clock here. So I'm going to try to finish him off with style. So I'm going to make some Ultralists now, and we're going to drop Ultralists on top of his base. I'm going to rush through with 100 Zerglings. And so he's going to be like, what the fuck? Oh man. I mean, typically a lot of Zerg players, like, they don't know how to macro correctly. And so Protoss will be able to overrun them pretty easily. But because I do have 11, 12, and I was able to kind of macro up pretty fast with the amount of drones that I used and the amount of hatcheries that I got, these guys were definitely not prepared for it. So I'm getting upgraded armor for the Ultralists here as well. That's good because that's going to give it like another +3, so it's going to be like 5 +5 on armor. So it's going to be super, super strong. So alright, so just going to check the map here to see if there's anything else around here, because I did see that there were some pylons there. And White he is like struggling now. I mean, he did have a expansion before, so he's probably anticipating on going like carriers or something like that eventually, but he had no idea. So SPX thought that I was actually inside the sea. He didn't know that it was Guapo that overran his base there, so... And C's like, no, I'm the one that died first. Alright, so Penguin's having a hard time here trying to break through this. And as you can imagine, Penguin he's okay of a player. He's not bad. He can be useful from time to time. I'm glad that he was able to support me a little bit here during this game. So at least he was able to kind of do that and buy me the time that I need so that I can macro really quickly here. So let's go for that drop, guys. So I got 18 Overlords here, so we're going to do a drop right on top of his base, and then we're going to launch 100 Zerglings into his base and rush into his base here as well too. So I'm just going to time this attack correctly. So okay, so I see that there are some Dark Templars in the middle here. I want to run my Overlords here over a little bit just to give him vision. So alright, so check this out. Penguin was having a hard time here, so I'm going to make his job a lot easier now. So we're just gonna drop over. We're gonna drop Ultras on top of these bunkers, and so oh man, this Terran was probably like, what the fuck? he probably thought that he had this defense in the bag here because he was defending pretty well against Penguin, but he had no idea that was gonna happen. So super funny. Alright, it's gonna run these Overlords. I mean, this happens because I'm pretty much going all ground units. And so, I mean, it's bound to happen that you're going to lose all your Overlords. So you have to really be on top of remaking Overlords here. And that's okay, because I've got tons of money here. So, all right, let's finish off this game, guys. So we killed 3 o'clock, SPX left, and we killed the Terran here, finished him off as well. There's some Dark Templars. We don't have vision because my Overlords are done and I don't have any anti-air. So I'm making some Devourers here soon, so then they'll take out these Corsairs. But you know what? I'm just gonna troll him and just finish him off, even if I don't have enough detection or any anti-air. So check this out. I mean, he doesn't have much. We're gonna be able to finish him off anyways. So, oh yeah, I mean, like he's got nothing to defend against us, and we've got a bunch more just coming here. So there you have it, guys. Here's a game where you really are able to kind of turn the tides really easily if you know how to macro, and you can get quickly up to 300 Zerglings, hide it, and finish them off in a manner where they were totally shocked and unprepared for it, and just probably in disbelief. So they probably thought they had this game in the bag. So it's super fun. Alright guys, hopefully you guys got to enjoy that. Drop some funny thoughts and funny memes. Love the ideas. Your memes and your comments makes this channel really fun, so I really enjoy them. Make sure you guys drop some funny ones. If you're new to the channel, guys, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on all the fun troll plays that we are going to do on players. Tons of different playlists that you can check out. Tons of different ways that we can troll players and have a pretty good time here. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.